G'day everyone and welcome back to Out of Ore Season 2. On our little map here, it's a little multiplayer map now, to be honest. We streamed this. I streamed this on Saturday. This video is being released on Monday. Have a look at that. It's just all looking so cool. I need to show you guys, for those of you that haven't seen the stream, I need to show you what we did. We did some awesome stuff when I was on when I was streaming on Saturday. So as you can see, everything's looking really, really good. We now have 2 tippers as well, which is really cool. We also have a new excavator there for scraping off the wall, and we had to take a chunk of this area out as well to get the bridge, which is 7 wide. And now moves right across here so we can get all of our equipment and stuff. So we're going to continue digging out of here and digging all of this area out so that we've got that width for the bigger trucks when we eventually have the bigger trucks coming through. We are about to, Salvador was about to start knocking some of that stuff off and dropping it down here. So we're getting some resources out of that, which is really, really cool. Yeah, we've been doing a little bit of work, I can tell you. There we go. I'm just going to give this a little bit of a wash. For some reason that the sound is just I need to boost the sound up a little bit. Hang on a sec. I had to change my audio sound quite a bit for streaming, so I'm going to bring it back up again. Let's save that. Confirm. There we go. That'll probably be a little bit better. At least we'll be able to hear some things and it's not quite as silent for you guys. Everything here is going really cool. I'll just give this truck a wash as well. Where are we? Right there. Give him a little bit of a wash. He's had a bit of a workout as well. So wash him up. There we go. You can see, and this is the older one, I think, and that one up there is the newer one that we purchased. Started doing some a little bit of work down the bottom, which is probably where we're going to work today. And in here, Shadow spent quite a bit of time reconfiguring some of this stuff, which has worked really, really well. Unfortunately, the panels that we have are not they don't line up, unfortunately. So everything needs to kind of be redone through there. But we'll get there. We'll sort it all out. That was my fault, not Shadow's. We also did widen this tunnel a little bit, and we utilized the tipper as well for pulling some of this stuff out. And you can see we've got some blasted rock here and stuff. We still really haven't. I still kind of haven't found. I haven't found any copper yet. Not a lot. Like, I haven't found the copper node in here, and I was kind of hoping that by, why are we not getting any sound, guys? We're just not getting anything. Let me just check on the audio settings again. We'll bring all this up to 50 as well. Leave the engine sound down probably. No music, no yep. A little bit of ambient so that you guys can hear some stuff. I hate watching videos that on YouTube that are that don't have any real sound. So there we go. Let's throw that through there. Anyway, that's how we're going. Still utilizing this. May end up reconfiguring this. I've got to figure out which way we go. We may have to go in a straight, like an angled, not straight, an angled direction that way to try and see what we've got. We could probably bring the tunneler into this little space here and just go directly that way, which would be really, really cool. But that's going to have to be a multiplayer thing because we are going to need the dumper at the back as well. So there we go. That is that. All this stuff's working. I might actually just throw this. Might just throw this in here. But it was fantastic to was fantastic to have people, to have a couple of people on stream. As I said, Salvador and AKA Aussie, and also to have Shadow on, which was really, really awesome. Shout out to those guys. Did I hit consume on that? I did. Beautiful. And we're probably going to bring some more people on now. If you want to be involved in being on this, as a content creator, I can't just let people who have turned up to stream for the very first time ever get on board and jump on with me. I need to have those people that have been at the channel for a while and that are part of the Discord channel and stuff like that. Just purely because it's kind of a safety thing, you know. It's for me, it is really, really important that you know, I stick to YouTube rules and stuff like that. So if you do want to do that, then make sure that you are a part of the community, and that you are doing things like, you know, commenting, getting onto the Discord and interacting with people and stuff like that, so that myself and my mods, my wonderful mods, can get to know you, and we can sort of, you know, safely put people on stream. So keep that in mind if you would like to be part of the multiplayer moving forward. I can have up to 8 people on this, so I believe it's 8 people, which is really, really cool. So and that's what I'd love to get, 8 people. I'd love to have a couple of people working down here, a couple of people working on tunneling, and all of that stuff as well, which would be fantastic. You know, a few people working on hauling. Yeah, like what an amazing game! What an amazing game! It's just it was very fun. It's very fun to be doing what we were doing on the weekend, and that's my second stream in a row as well, and but with multiplayer going. So, and it does make a huge difference. You know, there's things that you can do that you just can't do. Well, you can, but it's a pain in the butt to do when you're doing single player, i.e. Using an excavator and filling a truck. You know, you've got to fill the truck, and then you've got to get out of the excavator, then you've got to go and empty the truck. And whereas if you've got a couple of people running trucks, Shadow and Salvador were running trucks on stream, and I was doing the excavating, so you can continually excavate. No downtime. But everybody was demanding beer. They didn't want a salary, they just wanted beer. So, interestingly enough, there we go. Let's get into there. Cut through here. So we've got a lot of stuff coming out of here. I'm trying to get some more. I'm trying to really stock up on the on gathering iron ore now, because that's our. I mean, it is the iron pit. And that is our major income. So I'm selling raw ore because I still have so much ore at the moment being processed into ingots that I decided, no, let's just sell it off and sell it as raw iron ore. So, which is working quite well actually. And then we're purchasing everything, you know, all of our construction materials, all of that bridge and everything was all purchased. Just straight from profits for iron from the iron ore. So, which actually worked quite well, to be honest. So, and it's how most of the iron mines and stuff like that work anyway. Their primary purpose is to sell off the raw material. So. Yeah, so you can see we're just, moving into this area and getting some of this all cut out and sort of continuing to move this way, trying to clear all of the iron out that we can, so that we can move down a level as well. So because the level below is going to, and this is probably going to become an open pit, probably with some bridges over the top even. So that'll be pretty cool. Let's get that there, and then we'll let's throw this. There we go. That. That's a big load right there. Yes, and somebody did mention that in the last couple of videos I've done hardly any digging, which is actually probably pretty bloody true, isn't it? I've been too busy doing construction work and sorting stuff like that out. So it's lovely to actually get on to doing some actual material moving. And it's quite mesmerizing, isn't it? I find it quite mesmerizing just sitting in a vehicle and just moving material. You know, whether it be an excavator or whether it be a loader, whatever. Just sitting in the vehicle and chilling and stuff. Unfortunately, I don't get to do what a lot of people do. A lot of people would, they might. I know a lot of people who would do this, and they'd have a podcast running, or a YouTube video running on their second screen or whatever, and they'd be chilling out, listening to that, and just in a mesmerizing way, just moving material and making money. So pretty cool. I don't get to do that because when I've got it running, I've got to be recording. So right, let's see if we can. There we go. Lovely. I hope all you guys are well. It's been great to start to, now that I'm dual streaming. I'm streaming on YouTube and Twitch at the same time. Now that we're allowed to do that, and that's been fantastic because I've had the opportunity to meet some of you on stream. Some of you who are in the comments and stuff, in my videos and stuff like that, to have you actually on stream as well, and to be able to sort of talk to you live has been fantastic. It's been amazing. So it's a bit of a bonus there that. Bit of a bonus. I don't know what happened then, but I lost most of my load. It's been a bit of a bonus just to be able to do that and to be able to stream on both platforms at the same time. So, but if you do want to watch, obviously YouTube archives my streams, so you can watch after the fact anyway. So, no, they'll all be in the those live streams will all be in the Out of All playlists. So. I'm keeping the Out of All playlist just as one single playlist each season, each stream, and all that type of stuff. So just to sort of keep it all neat rather than Out of All Season 1, Out of All Season 2. Which I think is probably an alright way to do it. So a lot of blasted rock here that we're pulling out. So it's going to bring us into quite a little bit of money, really. So there we go. I have spoken to Salvador, and the chances are that he will probably join me on a couple of videos, a couple of the videos on this mine, so that we can be doing some other stuff as well. Some sort of multiplayer stuff while I'm recording for season 2, which is going to be fantastic, because then it won't be things like just watching me sit in a loader like this and go back and forth. We might be doing a bit of excavator work and haulage and stuff like that, which it changes it up a little bit, which is fantastic. So pretty excited about that. When he has the opportunity to get on, he'll probably be doing that. So look at that. There we go. And one of the beauties being is that he's in the same time zone as me, so it makes it a little bit easier than trying to have. There we go. I'm trying to record with people over in the States or the UK who are in a completely different time zone. Oh, that was probably a little bit too high there, but that's okay. There we go. How are we going for fuel on this? Pretty bloody good. Pretty good. Selling iron ore when you've got so much of it, selling it raw is actually a great way to keep your income moving around. It seems to work really, really well. So it gives you the opportunity to keep equipment and stuff moving around. When we did the stream on Saturday, bought a second tipper for the surface, bought a tipper for under the ground here, and bought another excavator as well. So wouldn't have been able to do that if I was just waiting for ingots and stuff to process. So all right, let's go in there. Lovely. It's nice to get in here and to clean all of this stuff up as well and start sort of expanding the size of this. It's quite a huge. I am going to be in strife if they bring in cave-ins though. I'm going to be massively in strife. I started working on the ceilings and stuff. Maybe I need to start looking at that in the next stream as well. Starting to get some proper shoring and stuff happening here. Just to be safe. There we go. Grab that. All right, nice. Very, very nice. I'm kind of thinking the wall scraping excavator would probably fit down here as well. So we could probably have that in here scraping the walls off as well if we wanted to, which would be really, really cool. But once we start digging down to the next level, we'll have an excavator down there and we'll be hauling stuff out with trucks. So yeah, I'm gonna have to blast this wall as well. I think, by the looks of it, we'll probably be all right going into this bit because we've got a little bit of a start there. There we go. That's all right. This is going to give us a little bit of a mixture of materials, but I think mainly iron, I reckon, is probably going to come out of here, which is good. That's what we want. I did after blasting the other day. I did actually have a lot of stuff drop down here that I need to get rid of as well. So we're about to probably start moving some conveyors and stuff along that wall there. I've got the splitter there, or the merger. So we should be all right on that. Just throwing that merger in, and well, it's in there already. All we need to do is continue. Oh, there we go. Continue the conveyor on that way as we move further into the mountains. So there we go. All right, lots of really, really cool stuff. Lots of cool stuff happening in our mine here. Another big load. We might do a run up the top and see what all we now have sitting in. I would like to see how much. I think we've been probably. I reckon we've been moving ore down here for probably 10 minutes. I reckon. So I'd like to see what 10 minutes. What about 10 minutes of moving materials is going to get us. And look at the modeling and stuff. Everything looks so bloody good, doesn't it? It just looks absolutely awesome. All right, so what do we got in here? Oh, that's our ruby and silicon and stuff like that. So we've got a bit of gold ore has come through, which is okay. A bit of silicon and stuff like that. Right in here, we've got plenty of gravel. So I think we might sell some of that gravel off, actually. Might be an idea. Where are you? Over here. There we go. And only 1,000 iron ore. It's not as much as as I was hoping would come out of there, to be honest. I think we do have some diamonds and stuff to sell over here as well. There we go. We've got some ruby right there, and it's still producing ruby, and we've got some diamond there. So I'm going to sell that stuff off. Keep this moving. Keep selling stuff as we go. There we go. And hopefully just trying to see there's nearly 63,000 worth of gravel there. And I don't think that's a bad thing. That boosts your income up a considerable amount, doesn't it? A considerable amount. All right, lovely. What else am I looking at? Nothing probably there for now. So yeah, moving stuff out of this blasted rock and stuff. We may be what's that? That's coal, isn't it? This is all iron here. All of this green area here, so we need to find some more of this. And it may be worth us moving downward already, perhaps. And we've got some copper come through there too. Little bits of copper, which is pretty cool. But maybe time to start considering moving downwards. There we go. All of that wall there is all iron and copper, I reckon. Probably iron, I think. Yeah, it's all iron through here, so we're gonna have to move on that as well, I think. How are we gonna do that? How are we going to do that? That stuff's sitting up relatively high in comparison to the floor, isn't it? Right, we are going to need to get rid of that. That's all iron down there. What have we got over here? Is this all iron or is it all solid rock? That's all solid rock there. This is all solid rock here. So we're kind of starting to we're actually kind of starting to run out of iron in this area here, other than that section that runs through there, which I think we might actually work at removing. What do you guys reckon? If we were to put some more flooring down here like that, and I don't know whether this blasted section is full of iron as well. I'm not sure. So what we might do is start working our way into there, I think, for now. Let's see if we can pull some more of that out, because that's our money. That's our money right there. Okay, so let's bring him down. There we go. And I'm going to cut into the wall this way. Going to cut straight into the wall this way and just pull out these loads of, pull out all of this iron ore. I really don't, it's going to make stuff look a bit messy, but I don't want to miss out on it, because it is our money. It is our money maker. So drop ourselves around there and try and get this little section up the top here. There we go. I mean, we've got a bit of pay dirt down here as well, thankfully, which is producing a bit of gold. But I don't know, gold doesn't feel, gold is if you're on a map where that's all you're getting and stuff, it's pretty good, but it doesn't Doesn't to me, like volume wise, I guess it's probably volume wise. It doesn't seem as lucrative as what pulling all of this iron ore out of the ground is. So, but it's probably a volume and like a volume balance kind of a thing. So, you know, we're obviously pulling a lot more iron out of here than we are gold. So, you know, and for every full scoop of iron, we're getting a lot of raw ore. But then for every scoop of say pay dirt, we're not getting anywhere near as much. So there we go. Get rid of that. We're going to have to probably fix up that conveyor belt system there. Either fix the conveyor belt system or fix the shoring that we've got there. You don't want to lose that, Simi. This is our pay. This is our pay right here. So let's just maybe just scoop this a little bit up here. There we go. Lovely. Try and get this one up the top here. Just to neaten that off a little bit. Perfect. Running over the top of our conveyor belts. The boss won't be happy about that. Surefire way to cost yourself a lot of money. I might have a sip of coffee. You guys know I'm drinking coffee while I'm doing this. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right, so yeah, pulling this iron. It looks like there's a lot of iron in the ceiling as well, and we're probably at the point where we could actually even open that up, I reckon, and start dropping that section of ceiling out. Even if we end up with a big gap, then there's bridges and stuff that we can build as well. So let's just have a squiz at what would happen if I tried to. Oh, that's right. This is all this is all this stuff that just doesn't want to work, isn't it? Yeah. But I was having trouble sort of scraping out, so that might be a pickaxe job. There we go. Lovely. Got you. Perfect. I'll be interested to, once we cut this section out, to actually see what we have achieved and how, you know, whether we've got any extra or... down you go, mate. Get him. We'll go up there and we'll try and get that as well. Get those little bits. There we go. We've got a bit of pay dirt in there too, which is perfectly fine. A little bit of gold ore. In we go. In we go. We'll probably work up, you know, fix that absolute mess of shoring there, of columns there at some point in time. Once we've dug all of this out. There we go. Well, we're getting very close to hitting the 30-minute mark, so I'm going to dump this. And once I've dumped that, I'm going to shut this beast down, get out and go and have a squiz at what we've actually achieved. See, we've started pulling all that out, and that's all iron ore there. And we're going to have to go down under these conveyors as well, so we may end up digging a little bit of a downward ramp there too to get rid of that stuff, because it's money. It's money. It's just money sitting there. So out of that little section there, what have we achieved? We've achieved a lot. So we've got we were on 300 and something ore, or 600 and something iron ore sitting here before we did that, and we're now sitting up at 7,495. And check this out, right? So if we grab that and we go into the store, now we worked out, I believe, Selling one iron ore you you get $18 for. One iron ingot you get 32. So it's a little bit less than twice the amount you get if you actually process it into an ingot. So so there is definitely a difference there, but have a look at that. That's like 132 grand's worth right there. So about 160 something when you get up to 9,000, 10,000. But boosts your money up, exponentially, really. So there you go, guys. That is this episode. Thank you so much for watching again. Thank you, everybody who's coming and joining me on stream on a Saturday morning. I stream at 10 a.m. Australian Central Standard Time, ACST, which is in sort of middle America, I guess, is around about the 6 or 7 p.m. mark, I think, on a Friday night for you guys, and it's a Saturday morning for me. So don't forget to come through and have a squiz, say hello while I'm streaming. Thank you to my new members. A couple of new members have joined to support the channel, which is absolutely brilliant. Absolutely love that. Cruelers, thank you. Wayne, thank you for joining. You guys are absolutely awesome. I do have memberships on my YouTube channel from like $1.50 a month, which is nothing to most people, but a hell of a lot to me. But have a look at that bridge, guys. Thank you so much. I will see you all next time. Bye.